If you want to look just like Luka Doncic in NBA 2K21, like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds. If not, your MyPlayer might end up looking like Kristaps Porzingis. I wouldn't risk it. Yo YouTube, it's your boy Premier, back today with another banger. Now in today's video we're going to be going over a Luka Doncic face creation in NBA 2K21. First things first though, smash that like button if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're on the grind to 15K, and turn the post notifications on so you'll miss the next banger. Now, getting straight into this video, Luka Doncic is one of the best young stars in the league. Definitely will be a future MVP. Quote me on that down below in the comment section. Tell me what you think. But for now, let's go ahead and get straight into the face creation. A lot of people are always confused. I always see them down in the comment section confused on what head preset to choose. Make sure you choose this current head preset. All the others are just face creations around the head preset you need to choose. Make sure you choose this current head preset to look just like Luka Doncic. Now, get a good look here at Luka. When I was sitting here dialing up, doing this face creation, the closest hairstyle I could find to Luka Doncic is the undercut. For the hair color, it is light brown. For the hair fade, I sat here and debated between faux hawk, I debated between neck, I even looked at the dreads one, but I'm not gonna lie, faux hawk is like a fresh cut for Luka, so that's what I started off with. For the hair corner, I debated as well between sharp and round neck. I'm not gonna lie, this is all preference. This is all preference. The main thing you need to focus on with this hair is light brown on the hair color, hair length on 4. For the hair pattern as well, I did decide to put it on hard part 1. As you can see here, Luka Doncic has a part in his hair, but just like we seen there in that picture, he currently does not have a fade. So when he has a fresh fade, I would recommend the hair fade on faux hawk. Whenever, it's your preference if you want to do the hair fade on neck or faux hawk, if you want the fresh fade cut Luka, or you want the more kind of haven't been to the barber in a minute type cut Luka. But for the hair corner, once again, it's sharp neck or it is round neck. It is your preference there. You make that decision. You see what I ended up going with. At any time, if you feel I'm going too fast, feel free to go through the video, pause it anytime you need, because we're moving on to the skull. For the skull, it is skull number 2, skull width. I sat here and I had to look at another picture of Luka's head, and for the most part, Luka has a pretty average skull head, whatever you want to call it. For the skull width, go ahead and put the skull width on 12, skull height here on 4. I'm not gonna lie, I think I ended up playing around with this and I actually dropped it down to 3. It's really hard to get his lineup. Like I said, 2K does not give me the tools I need to make the best face creations possible. If there was a more free sculpting system 2K had for the face creations, it'd make my life a lot easier. But now it is on the brow number 2. Drop the brow prominence down. Ended up putting the brow prominence on 9. Drop the temple width all the way down to 1. Like I said, for the most part, it has a pretty average head. Same with the eyebrows. Honestly, I had to sit here and mess around with the eyebrows. I had to look at the pictures for a minute. What I'm trying to do with these pictures is bring it to life. If you need any of the numbers, just rewind, pause it, you know what I mean? But for the most part, what I ended up doing with these face creation videos and what I'm going to continue to do, what I always do when I make the face creations is pull up pictures of whatever player, celebrity, whatever, whoever I'm making. I pull up a picture of them and I always go straight to work on the face creation. What I'm going to do from now on is show y'all me kind of doing that in the video by showing the pop-ups of the player's face or the celebrity, whoever's face I'm doing. I'm going to be showing that in the video. For the eyebrows though, it is light brown eyebrows number 8. We're going to be moving on here to the eyes. It's eyes number 4, eye color on green. Drop the eye size down to 6. Eye distance on 7. Whenever I'm doing their eyes and stuff like that, I always have to pull up a picture. As you can see there with the picture, Luka kind of has somewhat of an eye angle. Put the eye angle on 7, upper eyelid on 5, upper eyelid crease position on 8, lower eyelid position here. I honestly sat here and messed around with a lot of this. I ended up just editing it, and these are the numbers that you need to go ahead and put on. Just pause it, get these numbers for the eyes. I sat here and edited it for a minute and messed around and found a little better stuff for the eyes, like a better eye size, better eye angle, just little stuff like that. Go back and pause it if you missed any of it. For the ears, it's ears number 5. Drop the lower ear angle down to 6. Upper ear angle, you can drop that down to 7. For the ear rotation, honestly raise that up to 11. He has pretty average ears for the most part, and then ear scale there on 8. But for the most part, get a good look here, he has pretty average ears, nothing too abnormal about the ears. For the nose, I looked through a lot of different noses. I actually had to edit out how long it took me to decide on this nose. But for the nose, it is nose 18. Leave the upper nose width on 10. Leave the lower nose width on 7. For the nose position, messed around with it just a little. I didn't know if I wanted to move it up, move it down. Had to honestly look at another picture of Luka. As you can see here with his nose, pretty average nose for the most part. We're gonna go with nose position on 11, upper nose prominence on 8, middle nose prominence. I messed around with it a little. I raised it up to 12, then I realized it made him look like Pinocchio, so I wasn't feeling that. Ended up dropping the middle nose prominence down, dropped the lower nose prominence down as well. Man had the Pinocchio nose going. I was not feeling it. We had to get my guy Luka's nose right. Honestly, sat here as well and messed around with the middle nose prominence, messed around with the lower nose prominence. I ended up putting middle on 7, lower on 5. Those are the final. Like I said, at any time if I'm ever going too fast, just go back, rewind, pause the video, because we're moving on to the cheeks. And for the cheeks, it is upper cheek width. Ended up messing around with this. Luka has an actual very weird chin cheek kind of structure. It's very specific, like the shape of his face. So we did 7-7 there. Now we are moving on to the mouth. Once again, I had to decide, looked at a few different mouths. I ended up liking mouth number 5. Get a good look here at Luka. For the most part, he has a pretty average mouth as well. The only thing I found not average about Luka's mouth was the fact he was always smiling. I wanted to get a good picture, like where you could kind of see his lips, but every picture I found of Luka, couldn't find a good picture where he wasn't smiling. Man, he's always smiling, has great vibes. Get a good look here at all the different numbers. Pause the video if needed. Mouth width on 9, upper lip thickness on 5, upper lip prominence on 0, upper lip dent position on 17. And honestly, the last 2 numbers, they disappeared before I could say them. So just go back, pause the video if you need. For the facial hair, we're just gonna go ahead and move on. I looked at facial hair 11, but honestly, I really liked facial hair 15 better. When I got a good look at Luka's facial hair, is very particular. 2K does not have this like quote unquote facial hair beard style in the game, so I almost had to create it with what they gave me. And we ended up going with facial hair 15. I debated between the stubble. I ended up liking stubble number 2 the best though. I looked at stubble 1, stubble 2, I looked at like stubble 6 as well. Through all the stubbles I looked at, stubble number 2 and facial hair 15 was the best for Luka's facial hair. Next though, we are moving on to the chin. It is chin number 2. Get a good look here at Luka's jawline. He has a very unique shaped face. It's very hard to replicate in the game. I did my best here with the chin. Go back, pause it at any time if you need, because we're on to skin number 9. No blemishes, no freckles, no pockmarks. And as you can see, you have built Luka Doncic in NBA 2K21. Let me know what you think of this face creation. Rate it 1 through 10. Drop double L down below in the comment section. If you're loyal, if you watch this video all the way through, comment down below whether Luka will be a MVP and how many time All-Star he will end up being when his career is all said and done, like 11-time All-Star, something like that. Drop it down below in the comment section if you're loyal. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn the post notifications on so you miss the next banger. It's your boy Premier. I'm out. Peace.
It's getting hard to keep composure. They keep trying me. I came from nothing, now they bumping my songs overseas. I remember when I first